Hello everyone. Today's video is going to offer a few tips and tricks on some stamping. These are just a few things that I've learned over the last year or so that I've been stamping. Nothing new for a lot of you, and it's a lot of these were not my ideas, just things that I've picked up along the way. Some of them just experimenting myself with some stuff as well. First tip, if you have a extra large squishy stamper and you find that the head is falling out of your stamper, kind of like that. What I did on mine is I removed the head. I placed in the barrel, I placed a paper towel. This was to help keep the head from sinking into the barrel. And then with some super glue, I just placed a bead around that, replaced the head, let that dry, and now my stamper doesn't go anywhere. Another tip is if you're trying to stamp with it, if you get a brand new one and you immediately start trying to stamp with it and you find you can't pick anything up, it could be because there's, during manufacturing, there might be a slight shine left to it, maybe some oils on here that you might want to take off. That's easily done. I'll demonstrate on this Dashika stamper that I have here. You would simply remove your stamping head, and with a fine grit, I've got a block file here, just lightly go over the surface of the pad, and you're going to remove any shine that is on that pad, any oils as well. Once you've done that, removed any shine, just give it a little spritz with some alcohol. Dry it up, and now your pad is prepped for stamping. You'll find that it has a slightly tacky feel to it, and I think that's a good thing. That actually will help to pick up those images from your plates a little bit better. So that is ready to go. Another tip is some of these stamping kits, if you buy a kit and they have a scraper that's provided, you'll find a lot of these kits will have a scraper similar to this that has a metal edge to it. I do not use those. I don't like the way that they leave scratches on the plates, and I think these are too small. I don't feel like I have much control with these, so I prefer to use either an old credit card, any kind of plastic card, gift card, anything old that you don't need anymore. This came in a cheeky plate set. I use it quite often. It just gives me more leverage with the card, and I just prefer to use that. It makes for easier scraping. It's got a wider edge, which is also a benefit in my opinion than those smaller scraping edges. If you are stamping and you find that, especially in, say, larger, bolder areas where a lot of the metal is taken out for the engraving, and you find that it is taking some of that polish out when you scrape, I'll show you how you can remedy that problem. So I'll do it first the way that it's going to, what I've seen happen before with myself when I go to scrape, and it takes a lot of the polish out of those line engravings. So a way to remedy this would be, and to clean my plates, I just use straight acetone. I don't like to use the enriched or moisturizing acetone because those will have oils or glycerin in it, and it will leave kind of an oily residue on my plates, and it could affect your stamp, so I prefer not to do that. So to remedy the situation with the stamp that I just showed you, there's two things that you can do. Three things actually. The first is when you scrape, in the instance with these lines, scrape in the direction that the lines go. Another thing to do is, instead of scraping at a 45-degree angle, scrape more at a 20 to even a 10-degree angle, and also use a very light touch when you scrape. And you can see that that left all the polish in the image doing that. So a combination of those three things: a lower angle, a lighter touch, and going in the direction of the lines. That'll help you get a good stamp. And as you can see, that comes across quite nicely. Another tip to do when you clean your stamping heads. When I first started, I was using acetone, and I started to see where it looked like it was degrading my pad a little bit. It started giving a different feel to my pad, so I started seeing a lot of people using packing tape and a lint roller. So my cleaning preference is the lint roller, and it's like magic. So you've got leftover polish on your stamper, you simply press it to your lint roller, and your stamper is completely clean. And no acetone to degrade your pad. And let's see. If you have the squishy stamper, this is great for those of us, such as myself. You can see on my nails, I do have deeper C curves, and I know a lot of people, when they stamp, they stamp by pressing straight down with the squishy stamper. As you can see, I'm doing that, and I still, even with this squishy stamper, it's still not catching the corners of my nail, as you can see right there. So my preference for stamping is the rolling method, and I will start from this edge of my nail and roll to that edge, and that ensures that I get from corner to corner on my tips. So that is another tip for getting your stamp to cover your entire nail. And another tip about getting a stamp to cover your entire nail with these squishy stampers, it's great. You see, when you press on the stamper, it expands that pad. That is a great way with some images to actually stretch the images. Alright, I'm going to use my Dashika Infinity plate here to demonstrate stretching the stamp. So we're going to use this image right here. And just roll it on, no pressure applied. And for the stretched one, that's the one we will apply the pressure. Alright, so I'm going to take the nail, I'm going to press against that pad, pretty good amount of pressure, and then we're going to roll it onto the nail. So, as you can see, side-by-side comparison. Trying to get this where you can see it without a glare on it. The pink one, that swirl area is slightly larger. It has expanded a little more towards the tip. That leaf shape, heart leaf, is slightly bigger. So if you have an image you really want to use but don't think it's quite big enough, you might try this stretching method. So I hope you found this helpful. Just a few tips and tricks that I've picked up along the way. And I do want to say just a quick thank you for all of you who have come by my Facebook page and liked and are following me. I really do appreciate your comments and all your support and making this fun for me. I really do enjoy making the videos for you guys. If you have any suggestions, any comments, go ahead and leave them on my Facebook page or my blog page. And until next time, I will see you later.